to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to the home of the Purdue Boilermakers, Ross Age Stadium in West Lafayette, Indiana. As we'll see the number 16 team in the country, the USC Trojans, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Purdue Boilermakers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, Dave Powell again, Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So USC's offense will start this game off. And they're going to be met by one of the best defenses in the nation, David. And I know seeing a defense doing what they want, when they want to do it, makes you a happy man.
Well, defense is starting to make a comeback. I'm excited about this new era of football. We're seeing better tackling, and we're seeing better coverage than we were a couple years ago. And this defense is fun to watch them on tape, fun to talk to their coaches. Jesse, this defense has been consistent all year long.
And they're dialed in, and they're so talented. They've got multiple NFL draft picks on that side of football. They don't have to change a lot week to week. This defense dominates. They do what they do, and they don't care if you know it. You can't do anything against them.
That'll be a gain of 5 out to the 27.
And, when you talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get the...
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. And the Trojans will line up to punt it away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. So the Purdue Boilermakers offense will go to work for the first time. They are going to be greeted rather rudely, I guess, by a group of defensive linemen that wreak havoc and hunt down quarterbacks, Jesse.
And they wreck games. They take away everything you do offensively. So it's a huge challenge in this one, David, for this offensive coordinator to try to call plays and find ways to get the football away from these big fellas up front, because they take games over.
And get the ball out quick. When you've got a defensive line that can penetrate, that can get TFLs, get sacks, it's going to be on this offensive line to buy a little bit of time, but also the ball to come out quick, win in the secondary right now.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the first down, keep this drive rolling.
The pull and throw off the RPO. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Let's talk for just a second about Purdue. They had a win on the recruiting trail last week. 3-star linebacker giving a verbal commitment, and getting good talent like that is what a program at this level really needs to succeed.
Yeah, this is the next step for this program, right? Continue to get talent, and high school talent that can come in that they can compete with your roster right now. Those are the guys that really help you take that next step.
Safe little shovel pass. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
Pressure coming. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. The Boilermakers line up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. coverage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call is available here on second down.
Back to pass on second down. Makes the grab down the middle. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on a little roll.
That's caught. It's Johnson. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
And that's why, if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
The Trojans will snap it on 1st and 10. The give to the left side. Drives into the defense, and they get him down after a pickup of 3 to the 16. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Immediately fires to the middle. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
He'll throw on 3rd down. Using the quick game. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Trojans will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Now on 2nd and goal. Wants to go up top. Big guy smells it. Touchdown, Southern Cal. They put the first points on the board. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target. They'll make the big play, get the touchdown.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, that pivotal top 15 battle is in the books. Here's how things went down. Rutgers took care of business today. I think their coach had their attention all week. And the end result was a focused group of Scarlet Knights that fired on all cylinders. No cupcakes this week, fellas. This top 15 battle was much anticipated, and at least one side can say it's a game they'll savor for some time.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Looking downfield, it's Westbrook. Throws to the wideout. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Trying to pound their way forward. He picks up a couple to the 31.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Right here, 1 time. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Oh, they're after him. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
We know this guy's a weapon, not just taking handoffs, but he can catch the ball too. That play, not so much. Got to do a better job with it.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Pulls it in, it's Johnson. Couldn't quite get it into the end zone. He goes out of bounds at the 3, but they are in business. defense rolling out the big bodies to try to stuff the run. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. That's the end of the period, and USC has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Trojans! Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Fires to the tight end. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. They think they can create space here with a run to the right. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. And the Boilermakers racing to the line in the hurry-up. To the air, it's Westbrook. Catch in the middle, it's Smith. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down mark.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit and let's keep going.
That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. The Boilermakers will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They've already put a couple of scores up, and they look to add to it on this drive. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. The inside handoff. Oh, he's got some space. Several defenders there to get him on the ground.
Backs are like tackling a dump truck a lot of times. You get them in the open field, and they're so fast, but they're so thickly built, they're hard to get to the ground. And a lot of times you're just like, all right, how can I hang on for help or for somebody to get here? But you can tell they didn't get there fast enough, and those somebodies need to get there quicker for them if they want to get this guy on the ground.
The Trojans can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
Man, I really love the way this guy looks when he's toting the rock. You think about all the high school kids out there who dream about one day donning a USC jersey and being the starting running back for the Trojans. There's so much competition, not just in the state of California, but nationally, to come to this school and be the guy, to be RB1. He's on the field for a reason. This guy is unique. He's got speed and vision. What a weapon.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Moving out of the pocket. He'll pull it down. They run him out of bounds. He gets it to the 47.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy. Because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
Nice job by this offense converting the third down. Listen, third and short, they know you're going to run the football, and they still did a great job being physical. Third downs has been such a struggle for this offense. Bottom 50, one of the worst in college football. Nice job on that play.
And the Trojans have their offense in high gear. To the ground, he's got it again. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss. The Trojans with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. He's got an open man. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. They're not only ready to fight on, they're ready to deliver knockout punches with plays like that.
Yeah, they typically are, and it's typically Hollywood scripts, right? Just beautiful playmakers, big bodies, fast bodies, highlight the famous celebrity quarterbacks. That's just what USC does.
We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. And the Trojans come to the line with a new set of downs. Motion from the wideout. Looking to throw on first down. Quickly complete. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Trojans with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Gonna run it. It's Brady. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that first down.
And the Trojans kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Looking downfield on first down. Got the quick pass. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Gonna swing it on second down. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. Now on the option. He'll pitch it. And he'll be out of bounds just short of the goal line, but man, are they in business now.
And I like what this offense did. They run the option. They're good at it. They read it. They run the pitch. They get some positive yards. But more importantly, they set up a fourth and really short. They're successful in these situations most of the time.
Trying to do it on the ground. Will not get there. A fourth down stop.
Hey, if if you're going to go for it on fourth down, if you decide to run the football, you've got to be sure up front that you're going to win in the trenches. They didn't get it done that time. They need to be more...
Coming it off! They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down. The Boilermakers in the hurry-up. To the air, it's Westbrook. Finds his man, it's Smith. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. With the catch, it's Smith. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The Boilermakers will bring the punt team onto the field. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. He gets a block. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those fourth down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
The sure hand, it's Johnson. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to...
A shot toward the end zone. And the pass is incomplete, and there's a penalty flag down, and no big secret why. That receiver was being mauled by the defender.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's call.
To the air on first down. A shot toward the end zone. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds. And here on second down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. And he'll need a little distance and accuracy, a 42-yarder from the left hash. Good, right down the boulevard. And now the lead's extended a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the offense doesn't want to take a chance here. They'll just come out and take a knee and wrap up the half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, yeoman's work so far in West Lafayette today, and welcome into the halftime update. And it's been a dynamite first half, leading to a one-sided score right now. It's not over, but I think both sides know this is on the verge of a blowout. That opposing defense is inside its locker room right now wondering 2 things. What just happened, and what do we do now to try to make this respectable? And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Ross-Ade Stadium.
The Trojans will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. They started this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive, Reese. Like, this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to pass. It's Westbrook. Quick strike complete. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. To the air on 2nd down. There's the pressure. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving.
That is what I'm talking about. So many guys lose where they're at on the field, lose the down and distance. It's 3rd down. I can't slide. QB knows it. Nice job using his noggin and his heart, lowering the shoulder to get the first down on 3rd down.
Wants to go up top on first down. Ball is loose. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
Great job by the defense in the back end that time. He made the catch, and he had a little wiggle room to run afterwards, but they were able to get to him, rip the football out, and that is a massive takeaway for the defense.
This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They'll run it out of the shotgun. There he goes. Touchdown USC. And the beatdown has ensued. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in week 10.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed. Look at the elusiveness. Get into the end zone. Nice run.
Lining up for the PAT. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Man, it just means more in the SEC. And take a look at how things are playing out here. Ole Miss is down, but they are not out of it. Not when that crowd spent the morning in the Grove getting ready for this one. Let's see how those fans impact the rest of this game. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to LSU. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have SEC fans buzzing all week. Guys?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Hold it, finds his man. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds. And the Boilermakers just got that huge run. They'd love another explosive play. Wants to throw. It's Westbrook. Here comes the heat. Trying to escape and get it himself.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
The Boilermakers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
This is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
After an unproductive first half and opening drive of the second half, the offense finally finding a little something to jumpstart them. They've got a first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
Off play action. Rushes on him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
That's another example of just really good football. This is why they've built the lead here in the second half. Nice job pressuring the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, coming into somebody else's building and keeping it really, really quiet.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
All right, you've dug yourself a little bit of a hole offensively. You know you're going to have to throw it here in the second half. You're going to have to make sure, though, you do a better job up front with your pass pro. You got to keep your quarterback standing upright.
The Boilermakers decide to punt it away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Then that last drive, if you want to call it that, was efficient. One big run for a score, David. See if they can breaks into the open. Makes it past the marker. The 40. At the 20. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans.
This dude has been a problem today. Almost 200 yards rushing, rips off another long run. He has been impossible to stop. They've featured him, and Palmer, I would continue to feature him.
Yeah, I would too, David. I think he's the definition of a running back that gets better as the game goes on. The more and more you give him the football, he just seems to get stronger. He seems to get faster. People do not want to tackle this guy for 60 minutes. He is putting on a show.
The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attacking.
They finally rustle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy in the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
The RPO, fire complete to the left.
Our coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The Boilermakers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to throw, it's Westbrook. Caught over the middle, it's Griffin. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's 1st and 10. He breaks a tackle. Got enough for the first down and wants more.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
And the Boilermakers have it with a 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the screen.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Sends it back in motion. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He hurls one deep down the left side. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Running back searching for a hole. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. On the move, it's Briggs. Oh, he's got some space. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a 1st down at the 38. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Looking to throw on 1st down. Works the middle. And midfield, he's got room. And they make the tackle, but it'll be enough for a 1st down, and we'll see if they get another play off here in the 3rd. As we head to the quarter break, it is USC holding the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Trying to flex the muscle. They get him down at the 34 after a pickup of 4. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Here we go. Off the play fake. Keeps looking downfield. He'll try to do it himself. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back. He's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards, pick them up, put them down, and I'm faster than most of your other guys, too, so good luck stopping.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They've been running it, but now the pass. He's got it on the run. Touchdown, Southern Cal. And they take it in for 6 more points. They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late.
Now, honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the foot.
Turning it on. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
The Boilermakers have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Pulls and throws off the RPO. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Throws to the tight end. Tosses it incomplete.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync. And that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. This time he's got it. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
The Boilermakers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. Nestled just inside that right upright. And the field goal is good. They get 3 on the board, but it really doesn't matter much in terms of the deficit. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page.
There he goes. It's runs like that that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. And the Trojans come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. The option look. Quick toss. Turns it on in midfield. Lots of running room. He's at the 10. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, you could make a case this is the game of the week in the SEC. Ole Miss looks like an old punching bag out there today, and any way you slice it, This fan base, heck, this coaching staff just didn't expect that. They're trailing by 28 to LSU. Just another week of SEC football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
Yeah, and listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker who is so important to this team.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. They'll give it to the back. Quick spin on the rush. And this guy has some shiftiness to him, and he showed it off to the defense after picking up a few. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Boilermakers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The RPO, it's complete. He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the first down.
It's really easy to say the word RPO and say I'm going to run them, but you got to make those decisions and you got to make them fast. You can't get confused by all the craziness that's going on, by all the guys moving around or talking. Nice job by the quarterback, staying in the moment, seeing it, throwing the slant, making sure he makes the right decision.
And the Boilermakers have it with a 1st and 10. Pulls it and fires to the left. Crosses the 30, he's going. Out of bounds at the 24-yard line after the huge pickup. The Boilermakers come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, I understand they're trying to catch the defense off guard by running the football, expecting them to be in some kind of zone coverage, but you're trailing late in the game. You're going to have to throw to win it, and that's what I'd expect them to do on this next play.
Wants to fire on second down. Gets it out quickly. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting.
Breaks into the open. Got to run ahead of the goal line. And he's run out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they keep him out of the end zone for the moment.
I think it's just too little too late, David, at this point. That's a play that they could have used a lot earlier in this game, but because of miscues, they're down by a lot late, and I don't think they're going to have enough time to claw back into this one.
Yeah, and I'm fine with you running that play if you want to do that. My goal now is with this lead.
And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too low, way too late. They still do count it for 6.
And a nice touchdown. Continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Lining up to add another. Smashes it through for the PAT. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. They are set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it, keep chucking it, keep scoring. I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go.
Trying to get behind the defense. Catch inside the 30 and still running. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they did tack on the extra point. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Starts the drive trying to go up top. Grabbed in the backfield. It's small. And he was able to run through 1 tackle, but still only a modest gain. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
Got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All 3 phases we saw just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you. Put up a bunch of points and win by a lot of points.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.